Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 143. Thank you so much. You all look beautiful, handsome. Stay blessed wherever you are. We're all in a problem right now, but the solution is ourself only. If we stay away from the problems will stay away from us. If you feel your society has to be saved, are safe, then please stay away from each other for some time. No problem at all. It's not a big deal. Nobody is safe till everyone is safe. We pray for every single person, every family, and prayers for people who are losing their loved ones. I have experienced this drastic situation and I know what it takes. Please do not feel that there is no corona. Whatever is the case, please stay away and don't underestimate this situation. This is my humble request to you. Ladies and gentlemen, today our topic's master is Toastmaster Umar Farooq, all the way from Saudi Arabia, hailing from Pakistan. And to support him, somebody very special, our gentle lady, our mentor, our guide, DTM Jessie, all the way from India, but staying in UAE, residing in UAE. And she has taken the timer's challenge. Please put your hands together to welcome her to explain the timing mechanism. DTM Jessie, over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, DTM Amjad. Good evening and good morning for the Western people. Today is 143rd meeting, I think. Word of the day is emphatic, means forceful statement or stating emphasis on something. So try and use the word of the day in your speeches. I will show the timing machine is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1, I will be showing the virtual background of green. And later at 1:30, I'll show you the amber background. And at 3, the red background. Try and wind off your speeches. Today we have 19 and many more are going to add up later. So make sure that you respect the timing. Timing is another disciplinary element of our speaking skills. When you go beyond the time, then you bore people. So I'll wind off and I wish you all the best. Today we have some great people and many more people. All the best, DTM Amjad. Over to you.
Thank you so much, DTM. Just really appreciate for chipping in and taking this volunteer role. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not take much of your time. I know we are going to go and have fun in this session because we have quite more in number today and more are going to join today. And this is a tough challenge for Toastmaster Umar to manage every single person who is present here. Toastmaster Umar, best wishes and over to you, please.
Okay, great. So let's begin our table topic session. This time it will be very interesting and maybe challenging also. This time I will be a bookstore keeper and you will be selling a book to me. I will be giving you a title of a book. Irrespective of whether you have read it or not, you have to tell me what this book is about and why we should read it. Understood? A lot of them I have already read. Some of them are in my reading list also, going to be read also. So let's see how you. I will just giving you the book title and the writer's name. So let's begin. Akshay.
Yes, can you hear, guys?
Yes, can you open your video?
Sorry, I'll just yeah, I'll no, it's okay. Can you hear me, but
Well, you will not be opening the video. Huh?
no, actually, yeah, I
Oh,
have,
okay, it's okay, no issues. So
I'm
your topic is,
yeah.
first of all, I will give you an easy one, no issues. Don't be afraid. So your book, it's one of my favorite books, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle.
What,
The Power
what,
of
what, what,
Now. Book title is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Or
what I
Tolle.
have to do for that? What I have to do?
You have to tell me what this book is all about and why we should read it.
I haven't read it. Sorry. Can you change this topic? I haven't read this book.
No, you just have to speak on it, whatever comes to your mind.
Okay, what is the name? Is Power of?
Now, present moment.
Okay, yes. Okay, yeah, I'm telling. Okay, no problem. I'll talk. We know power of now is what? That is power of pandemic. 2019 December was the year our COVID-19 was born in Wuhan, China. March 25th, 2020, it came to India. Recently, COVID celebrated birthday. We were hoping that this disaster will go as early as possible. But no, it's still there. And this is what I would say power of now. Power of now is, I like to say about COVID, still there. We are trying our level best. Even in fact, we have vaccinated ourselves. Vaccine also came. What to do? It's not going. We are will hope this power will go till August, September. But this year itself. Next year, if this power is there, then we can't do anything. We have to stop this power. It's in our hand to maintain social distance, carry hand sanitizer with us, and wear a mask. Then only we'll able to lose this power. If we lose this power of now, then we'll going to proceed further in our daily life. What are your opinion, Toastmaster Umar, on this? Thank you.
Good attempt, Akshay. Well done. Nice improvisation. Wonderful. So, those who are new, this time table topics are book titles, and you have to explain what it's all about and why we should read it. Okay? And I will be putting the title in the chat also. So, let's begin. The next is Savita Man.
Yes, please, Toastmaster.
Very famous book. A long time back, I read it. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I put it in the chat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Umar, and my greetings to everyone present here. And emphatically, I can say that I have not read this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. But with experiences of life, I can definitely share with you that how to win friends and influence people. Winning friends, you don't have to do anything. You have to be just be yourself. You have to be just be natural. You have to just be a friendly person. You have to, and the main thing, main single point which I emphatically can say is to listen to someone, to listen to their heart, to understand what they want to say, what they have in their mind, what they would like to share. Who doesn't want to share what they have in mind? But listening ears are important in this life. And if someone is ready to listen, I think anyone would share heart. What else is the life? Life is, we are all social animals. Social animals means we need each other, we need friends. And family, of course, is there. But I think at one stage, our family also becomes friends. Yes, and influencing, you don't have to influence. Automatically, when you are in a good terms, when you are friendly with people, when you understand each other, when you listen and share and all, automatically, I think influence is there. So, in my opinion, there is no need of winning. There is no winning or losing in this friendship or relationship. You have to be just natural. Be with the person when the person needs. Understand. Walk with the person for some time in whatever sphere of the life they are. That is more important. All of you present here, I think we should be friendly, and no need of influencing. Let the friendship be is enough. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Umar.
Wonderful. See, that is the way you can do it. You have book title will have some explanation also. So from that you can take up also. That is one hint I can give you all. So next is Sushant. Sushant, Gavalier Sushant. So what book I should give you? Okay. Okay, Sushant.
Yes,
Well,
Devendra
another bestseller and one of my favorite books on financial education also. Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Tell us why we should read it and what is this all about.
Okay. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Okay. This is a little bit tricky title, you know. Okay. So, in this world, we can see both rich dad as well as poor dad. But what do we all think when we see a rich dad? Yes, obviously, everyone knows it. From their childhood, the first time they meet the richest person, they think they're the rich, they're the topmost. And that's how I thought when I was a child. And a poor dad, what do we think the first time when we see a poor dad? Same. We know he can't really do stuff because he's poor and we need to help him indeed. But after seeing a few YouTube videos, a story, real life story, how life is being really need to be seen, is when I realize rich dad is the down and the poor dad is the best. Because though he's poor, he has the courage to do something for his or her daughter, his daughter or son. So he really has the courage. But what about rich dad? They stay in laptop. They say, because I work, I get the money. And with the money, I give you this. But that's not it. As a dad, the main role is to fulfill his son or their daughter's dream. And what is their dream? To spend time with them. Poor dad has a lot of time to do it. But rich dad, they say this. Oh, son, I have a lot of work to do. By doing this work only, we get money. So please don't disturb me. And that doesn't prove that you are a good dad. Being a good dad means spending time with their kids, spending and knowing what their kid really needs. That's what I call him the best dad. And my dad gave that to me. Though he's average, but he still finds time to spend time with us. That's where I really love it. So, friends, this is a book written by Robert Kiyosaki, and I surely let you know that please read it. This have the most important lesson of life. Rich dad, poor dad. Over to the table.
Wonderful, Sushant. Great. Great attempt. Wonderful. Awesome. So next is Utraksh. 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 Toastmaster Utraksh. Turn your video on.
Utkarsh, it's Utkarsh, sir.
Okay, Utkarsh. Okay, I don't know why I wrote it wrong. It was okay, Utkarsh. Utkarsh. This is a very famous book, and it's sometimes called the foundation of self-improvement books. It was something that started the trend and all that. Very famous, and I highly recommend everybody should read it. It's called The Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich. Why we should read it and what it is all about. Utkarsh.
Think and grow rich. Tell me one thing, why financial education matters. COVID-19 pandemic taught us that we should have money with us all the time, although we are employed or unemployed. In this book, you will understand when why financially educated should be the main aim of your life or one of the main aims of your life. Because if there is some situation in your family where there is no money, then stocks or shares of big companies, by selling them off in the market at that rate, will give you a specific amount, and you can use that very amount to treat that family member or yourself. Friends, not just that, your daughter's marriage. your own marriage, want to buy a house? Why to go to bank all the time where they will charge high interest rates? Just invest in mutual funds, shares of big companies, and whenever that share is at lifetime high, or you see your investment has grown or given sufficient outcome or return, just cash it out. Just like Warren Buffett or Rakesh Jhunjhunwala or anyone in this world, be an investor. That's it from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster Umar.
You gave a lesson on stock exchange and investment for this book. Wonderful. That good improvisation. Okay, next is Saurabh. Saurabh, you want to try?
Yeah, hello, Mark. Hello, I'm audible.
Okay,
Hello.
yes, you are audible.
Yes, yes. Okay, now am I visible too?
Hmm?
Am I visible?
You are visible. Where are you? Cannot. Yes, you are visible.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of the recent books that I have read. It's a very good book. The Code of Extraordinary Mind. The Code of Extraordinary Mind by Vishen Lakhani. I put it in the chat.
Okay. Thank you, topic master. Hello, Toastmasters and guests. Code of Extraordinary Mind. Now, when I read this book by Vishesh Lakhani, this particular book tells us how one should approach and how one should make his mind with an extraordinary approach. In this modern time, when we are focused on materialistic things, on wealth, on priorities, this book will give you a pause, the break you needed to think on what you are actually doing and to analyze that are you doing the things right or wrong. With perfect examples from the real life experience of the author itself, this book would tell you how one can think and one can possess the great thinking with a simple living. That's what we all needed. Sometimes we are in a continuous mode of thinking and dreaming high and chasing bigger things. But in those days, we forget to cherish the small moments we have with our family, with our fellow friends, with our loved ones. And when the time is there, that when the time comes when we have achieved our desired goals, we will regret that we haven't lived those cherishable moments. We'll chase the money to have a bigger bungalow. But when we'll achieve the bungalow, we don't have the family members with whom we want to have a dinner or a supper in that bungalow. We'll be achieving, we'll be succeeding to have a world tour, but you have to travel alone because for the one you have gathered all this money will not be there for you to see all this. You'll be achieving to be the most successful person in the world, but still there will be emptiness and the void in your heart because the person for you whom you have achieved this will not be there to see you succeed. And that is what given in this particular book to have extraordinary thinking of the mind. And I would recommend you all that if you want to live with high thinking and a simple living, one should definitely read this book. Thank you, and over to the topic, Master.
Interesting turnaround. And in between you went different direction. Try to conclude it with okay, extraordinary mind. I have to talk about also. Okay, so wonderful, great, good attempt. Now we have with us Ravi. Is not I. Ravi I saw, but he's not there. Raj is there. Raj. Raj.
Hello, Toastmaster Umar.
Yes, the book for you is the Awaken the Giant Within. Awaken the Giant Within by Anthony Robbins. Very good book. Awesome, amazing lessons, life lessons. Tell me why we should read it and what it is all about.
Thank you so much, Table Double Master Umar. Book reading is very important for our mind, first of all. When we read a book, we get new thoughts, we get into new world, we get new ideas, and we get to know a lot of things which we remain unaware without reading a book. About this book, although it's new for me, I'm listening this name very first time, but this book name what I can experience after having this name is awaken the kind within by yourself. When we read, when we think, when we do self-analyze, we get to explore about ourselves. It has been said that we always look into surroundings, we always go, we always run here and there to achieve, to get the things for us. But we hardly realize that things which we want to achieve from surroundings, we can achieve after focusing on ourselves. We have to look in ourselves always, we have to look, analyze, and think that what strong characteristics or skills or thoughts we have in ourselves and what are those which are not having with us, and we can work upon that. This book is all about that, how to work on yourself, how to work on your own mind, how to work on your own skills. When you will work on yourself, you will inspire others definitely. This is all about having in this book. Thank you so much, and over to you, Toastmaster Umar.
Wonderful attempt, Raj. Good, good.
Thank
So
you.
now, yes, we have Babu.
Yes, that's my turn.
Babu. Your book is Man's Search for Meaning. Very good book and very profound. It talks about the Jewish concentration camps and also Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. I put it in the chat.
I hope I'm able to sell the book with some meaningful words. Although I have not read the books, I was not a good student in school days, so let's keep that. Yes, everything that happens in world is meaningful. Sometimes some things that happens is meaningless. But when we say that something is meaningless, we do not look at the different side of that thing. For example, that if we try to find the meaning of the situation of the whole world right now, many people will say that it is a meaningless thing, we cannot find it. But the main thing that will help us to get to the meaning of a thing is to search it out. If we are a good searcher, or if we are good into finding something, then we will find the meaning of each and everything that is happening all around the world. You told me about certain concentration camps while giving the topics. If those persons who are within the concentration camps, they will try to find out the meaning that why they are inside that concentration camps, what they have done to deserve this punishment, then they can check it in any way so that they can get out of it. Anyone who is suffering or passing through a hard time in his life must find out that what and why he is suffering this pain. And when he will find it out, he will get the meaning of his suffering and he can get out of it. So searching a meaning is a very meaningful and a very important. Back to you, table.
I was trying to search meaning in your top attempt also. Great, great answer. Great answer, wonderful. We have Saravanti ma'am is with us. Saravanti ma'am. So, what book shall I give you? Okay. Okay. So your book is Leaders Eat Last. Leaders Eat Last by Simon Sinek.
Umar Bhai, good evening, friends. I am so glad I got this book because I am not a big reader. As Umar will tell you, I don't read books, but I read a lot. In today's world where living in the moment is at a premium, I say information overload is ubiquitous. It is all around us. But emphatically, this is what I can tell you. I tell you that we need leaders like Simon Sinek. We need leaders who make a difference and speak from the heart. As an empath myself, who bleeds at every word that other people say, I can attest to the fact that I'm inspired by leaders who eat last. Now you must say, what does that mean anyway? For those of us who are less familiar with idioms, leaders eat last might mean something like this. You feed the whole room, you make sure they are cared for, you understand their sentiments, you read the room, and you stand there to make sure everyone's comfortable, everyone feels welcome, everyone feels nourished, nourished in their hearts, in their minds, and in their souls. And at the end of it, you inspire them by saying, now that I've taken care of my room, I can go ahead and give myself a morsel of food. Whether that is literally a morsel of food or whether that is a thought for the day or feed for your soul, I say leaders eat last. And I am immensely honored and thankful for being surrounded by leaders who have eaten last around me. And to each of us who is listening to this table topic session or any other table topic session who has or has not got their hands on a book like that, I say, my friends, just remember those words. If you are ever to be a leader, feed the souls of others first. Heed their words, understand them, walk in their shoes, and be the empath that you can be. Remember, leaders eat last. Back to you, Mr. Table Topics Master.
Awesome and wonderful reply, and you got the essence of the book, and great, well done, and highly recommended book, and you should all read it. Next is Dinesh. Dinesh with us. Dinesh,
Yes, sir.
I was thinking what book to give you to sell. Okay.
I
Okay. So your topic is The Road Less Traveled by Scott Peck. The Road Less Traveled by Scott Peck.
thank
Tell
you
us,
so much.
tell us what is this book is all about and why we should read it.
Thank you so much, Umar sir. So I was always confused with the back cover of all the books. They always say the best New York seller. Every book, whatever the book I purchase, or even whenever I see my friends' books, and they are all New York bestseller. So that's always confusing me. Not sure why with this New York bestseller, but yeah, the road is less travel. I think this book you'll have a blend of strategies, tips, how the extraordinary people will achieve. We have very few extraordinary people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are some great people that we most of us we don't know them, and they have some particular routine, right, and they follow these routine, and that's what make them to reach that goal, that level. That's for there are some proven methods in this book, and that will definitely, it won't make you Elon Musk, it will definitely make you your own better self, and wherever you are. If you are at stage 10, you will reach stage 20, and if you move the step little forward, there will be very less people and that road is very, only few people walk down. So this book have all the proven methods and strategies, and that is already used by the top-notch people. And yeah, this is a definite buy if you are looking to improve yourself and make something better. That's what I can take it from here, Umar sir. Thank you so much.
Interesting. Good improvisation. Great. Good answer. So now we have with us Sunita ma'am. Sunita ma'am, what book you want to have? Let's see. Okay, so your book is, it is a book by Ryan Holiday. Okay, Ryan Holiday. The book is The Obstacle is the Way. The obstacle is the way. Okay. So you are we cannot hear you. You have to tell us what
Can't,
is.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear.
Okay. Good evening. The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. I haven't read this book, and if the author is alive, I hope he doesn't turn in his grave. If he's not alive, I hope he doesn't turn in his grave, because as far as I can understand, the essence of this book is that life is full of hurdles and one should not turn away. One should have the courage to face the obstacles, take the path which is not trodden by many, and fear is the biggest factor which keeps us, from attempting new things, and we are always scared of failure. So what we do is we try to avoid is stay in our comfort zone, and we take comfort from the fact that there are many people like us who are not trying out new things. But if you have to progress in life, you have to move ahead by climbing and overcoming your obstacles. And believe me, there will be many in the way. So they say in the graveyards are the richest places on earth, because that is full of ideas and ideas and projects which didn't come into shape because people were scared to try. The very few of us have the guts to do that, and we have to read this book and understand that only if we face our obstacles, we will be on the path to progress. Over to you, Toastmaster.
You give a different meaning. Good attempt. So maybe most probably this book is all about that. Also, you never know. Hassan is there.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Hassan, you are the first timer, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay, maybe you get a maybe bit some topic. Not I will not give you a book title, so it will be more a lot of challenging for you. So I will give you a simple quote to answer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Where there is a will, there is a way. Where there is a will, there is a way. Hassan.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. So my topic is where there is a will, there is a way. So let's let us say that I'm sorry, sir. I can't.
You want to try any other topic?
Yes, please, sir.
So, what makes you successful?
So let's. So my new topic is what makes you successful. So it's not like every time we do hard work, more like most of the people do things like they work hard, they work 24/7, and they think that if we work hard then we will get successful. No, it's not that. not every time hard work makes you gives makes you great successful person. So we have to like work smartly too. There's a saying that donkeys do hard work too, then we cannot make them the president of the country or like anything. He cannot be anything. So we have to work smartly, not only just hard work does the thing all the time.
Okay, great, Hassan. Wonderful. Great attempt. Keep it up. Nice thoughts. Now we have with us Sharman sir. Sharman sir.
Yes, sir.
So your book is a very interesting book and very interesting title also. What to say when you talk to yourself. What to say when you talk to yourself by Shad Helmester and Statter. And it's a tongue twister name also for the author. Okay, so what to say when you talk to yourself? I put it in the chat.
Yeah, reading makes the man Mr. Tabletop Master and Global Influence. And what to say when you talk to yourself? Yeah, I have to say always think positive, or take courage, or more work, more commitments. And if you do like this, actually you can come across any obstacle, I can say. So I'm a person, actually I work in the hotel and I get a lot of project work, and sometimes most of the difficult work comes to me. I don't know why. So they know, if you assign for this man, they will do something. So I take it as it's like I get a lot of experiences doing a new thing, and also doing something very difficult. Also, I take something. This is doing as like my physical exercise, doing working on a project, going around the project and get some information. And also, I used to write a lot of things. So writing in a like story or journal, I think you get a lot of writing habit, and you get a lot of new words, like participation in Toastmasters. You get to know about a lot of new words adding to your vocabulary. And also and reading is like is make the man, and also get more knowledge, and knowledge is the power. So if you read, or if I'm a person like, if I listen to a topic, or conversation in a different subject, if I read the book related to that area, you get your knowledge will empathic or emphasize, and you get a lot of affirmation or confidence in you to face new challenges coming to you. Over to you, Mr. Tabletop Master.
Interesting attempt, Sharman sir. Good improvisation, I can say. So Farhas Farooq is next hour.
Yes, sir.
Toastmaster Farhas. Yes. Very, very famous book. And one of my favorites. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma. Tell us about this book, what it's all about, and why we should read it.
Thank you, Mr. Tabletop Master and fellow bookworms. I am somebody who loves my little assets, and I have always dreamed of building this huge house and having the best car and having the best of holidays in the most expensive and exotic of destinations. And I went about life working towards getting what these so-called big valued dreams were. However, whilst working to this, and of course it was a lot of hard work, I found that not everything that I wanted was actually bringing me the happiness that I was looking for in all of these things that I was longing. And this gave a lot of self-doubt and a lot of content to reflect on and a lot of problems in my mind. And it made me feel very disturbed. I went seeking help from family, friends, whatever resource I could, from mentors. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I walked across a bookstore and I found this beautiful book, The Monk Who Sold His Car, by Robin Sharma. And I thought, you know what? I tried everything else. Why not pick this book and see if this book will help me come out of this addiction of the things that I deemed are valuable and the things that I thought were going to bring me happiness. I started flipping through the preface and the last page, and I thought, okay, this seemed to have content. And I started reading it. And believe me, I spent about 20 minutes in the bookstore just reading the book without buying it. Then and there, I made a decision. This is the book I've been waiting for. This is the book that's going to give me the solutions for the problems I have. So I went and bought it, took it home. I read it over 2 complete nights. I did get a bit of sleep, but the book was just too interesting and too revealing. It gave emphatic solutions to the problems I had in my mind. And end of the day, I came out a much more enlightened and a much more lighter man. Friends, if you are going through such problems and challenges in your life, I strongly suggest get a copy of this book, spend 2 nights, maybe spend 3 nights reading through it, and believe me, it will make a world of difference. Back to you, sir.
Great answer, wonderful attempt, and nice you try put it a twist to it, and from your perspective, great. So now next book, Manoranjani. Yes, man. Another very good and highly recommended book. The book's name is The Only Skill That Matters. The Only Skill That Matters by Jonathan Levy. Tell us more about this book, what this book is all about, and why we should read it. The Only Skill That Matters.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters. The Only Skill That Matters is the book that I'm supposed to read, which I have not. So what I think that book should contain is like what all skills are required for me to live a comfortable, confident, and a happy life, basically. If you ask me, this book should be containing several skills, and every person needs different set of skills. So whatever, like every person is good in some skills he has to improve. So basically this book contains all the list of skills and how these skills could apply to each one of us and how we could make our life as to how we want to lead our life. So if you ask me, friends, for me, the skill that I really look for is how to remember things. I read so much, may not be the books, but otherwise I read the subject a lot. But when it comes to it, I forget words. So every time I do listening, I keep a notebook. So these are the different skills, the tips that how you come over your weaknesses. So I think this book would contain that all these skills as to how to improve yourself and how to reach the goal that you are aiming at. So my friends, I'm emphatically telling you, I'm referring you to read this book. I'm going to read with you all. Just let's all read this book and improve our skills and reach our goals. Thank you.
Wow, great. Well done. So now everybody is a bookseller. Now. Great, wonderful. This Tamil topic, everybody is a bookseller. Wonderful. Now, let's see. Next is Zainab. Zainab, your book is a very interesting one. I read it some time back, long time back, few years. It's been a while. So your book is Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus by John Gray. Tell me why we should read this book and what it is all about.
Okay, first of all, a very good evening to everyone. I feel a lot of books that were announced before me were more about thought provoking and how to build yourself up. And honestly speaking, I don't think I have read any of those. I should have, but I haven't. I think the last book that I read was The Water Cure and This Is Going to Hurt by Adam Key, which were a completely different genre from any of the books that have been mentioned here. And the book that I'm supposed to read right now and talk about men are from Mars and women are from Venus is also a book that has been on my reading list, but I haven't got to it yet. But after a lifetime of telling myself not to judge books by their cover, here I am trying to judge a book by its title. So here we go. So I think the basic concept of this book would be, according to my understanding, which might be super novice, so please forgive me for any of my shortcomings, would be how men and women think differently. And I have actually noticed this in real life also, given basic situations that you would face. The thought process of a man and a thought process of a woman is very different. I feel that's mostly because of the experiences that they have had previously and the surroundings that they have been brought up in. I have three siblings, three of them being sisters. So I did not really notice that difference of thought process growing up because I just thought, oh, everyone thinks like this. You know, it just became second nature to me that if you're in a situation like this is what you're supposed to think about, and this is how you think about a solution. But when I started school, which was a co-ed school, and when I started meeting people and socializing with the other gender, I realized not everyone thinks like this, and it's just the women who think like this. And that's when this book got added to my reading list. That men are from Mars and women are from Venus, and I feel all of us should give it a read because the title sounds pretty intriguing, and we might be able to pick out a few things about the different genders' thought processes, and we might actually be able to understand each other better. So yes, that would be it. Thank you so much.
Yes, that's why I always say I am from Mars, planet Mars. So let's see. Good answer, Zainab. Good improvisation and well done. Next is Nuha. Nuha is with us. Nuha, Toastmaster Nuha from Bahrain. Nuha, are you there? Nuha,
Not
you
there,
are not
looks
there?
like. Not there.
She's there. She left. She ran away from my topic. That day I had to come, huh?
She has joined again.
She joined again. Nuha, you are there? Okay, maybe we'll take her at the end if she's there. We have next is with us, Shiva is not there. Chandresh.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Chandresh, your topic is, or your book title is. This time we don't have topics. We have book title. Smarter, Faster, Better by Charles Duhigg. Smarter, Faster, Better by Charles Duhigg. Why we should read this book and what it is all about.
A very good evening to all fellow Toastmaster brothers, sisters, and dear guests. Why we are here? What is our purpose? Because we all want to be better version of ourselves. We have many dreams and desires to accomplish in this given life. There are many areas in our life we want to be successful, whether it is our relationship, our career, or financial dreams, or maybe it is about our personal, like personal fitness, mental fitness, emotional fitness. But all we want as much fast as possible. We are all trying hard to accomplish all these things in a very little time. But how it is possible? Because there is no shortcut to success. You have to make effort for whatever you want to achieve and what you deserve. For that, you have to work first on your mind, because mindset is everything. So, for example, whatever books Umar sir has referred here, if you want to read, then you have to be go first how to learn how to read fast. Then only you can read this so many books. So you have to be, if you want to be better, then you have to get your mindset positive. You have to go speed reading course, and then only you can be able to get so many insights from so many intellectual persons and you can get benefit from experience of all these renowned authors and great personalities, and then you can accomplish, fulfill your life. Over to you, TM Umar Farooq. Thank you so much for wonderful topics.
Yes, wonderful attempt, Chandresh. Good, good. Now we have Noah still there or not? No. Yes,
Yes,
she's there.
I'm here. Hopefully, we'll stay here.
Yes, you will
My
stay.
internet is not stable today.
Okay, maafi mushkila. So your topic is, your book title is The
Okay.
Happiness Advantage by Sean Ecker. The Happiness Advantage by Sean Ecker.
The happiness advantage.
By Sean Ecker. Why you?
My
Why?
advice to you is don't read this book.
Huh?
You don't need happiness. You don't need happiness. And you don't need someone to tell you where you can bring happiness from. You just need to continue on not knowing your purpose of your life, and continue on not knowing what you want to do, and going to bed every day feeling exhausted, and waking up in the morning also feeling exhausted. You want to keep on going on this life cycle. You don't want to break the circle, so don't buy this book. But if one time you thought, let's do something for a change, let's think happy, let's start acting happy, so you might consider buying this book. See, we're used to being destructive to ourselves. We're used to being negative about ourselves, about the image we draw for ourselves. You might want for a change to do something else, to think positive about yourself. So the next
Topic is over, huh? Okay, we'll move on to next. Wonderful attempt, actually, Noah. You went again.
Fine.
Yes. You're there?
reading it now.
Okay, I got the idea. We should not read this book. But I highly no, whatever she's talking about, it is in the book. So you should read it. So happiness you have to find in yourself. So you should read it. Okay, next is Bandana. Bandana, are you there?
Yep, I'm there.
Yes, I cannot see you, but I see something in you.
Thank you.
Okay. So what is the topic that you should be given? Okay. So your topic is The Denial of Death by Ernest Becker. The Denial of Death by Ernest Becker. Very grim book. What it's talking about?
To be very honest, I'm not a person. Sorry. Is there any?
Say Denial of Death
Sorry.
by Ernest Becker. Why we should read this? What this is all about? Bandana.
Okay. I'm someone, a person who's not very fond of reading, who doesn't love to read. And so if I have to deny my death, I love to live my life to the fullest. And to do so, I must accept the truth in front of me. Death, we all are scared of. We don't know if the next morning we will get up or not. We will be healthy or not. But still, we go ahead and give an attempt that let's pray today. today if I'm healthy and fine, maybe tomorrow morning will give me more opportunities, will open up more possibilities for me. So if you want to deny it, go ahead and you are searching for. My opinion is don't read at all. Just laugh, enjoy, talk rubbish if you want to, talk sense if you want to, but live the way you want to. There in Chinese culture, if you see, they say that they will not pronounce the word for, because for in their pronunciation sounds very similar to death. That is why 4 or any number starting with come on, we say 4 every other temple thing. Even our FOR sounds like death in that way. So if you want to deny life, just do whatever you want to. Do what you feel like you want to perceive your life as. Go ahead and do that. With this, I give the stage back to Timothy.
Wonderful, Bandhan. Huh? Good attempt. Great. We have Pragya. Pragya, are you
Sorry,
there? Okay, I think bandwidth issue is there. Pragya? No, Pragya doesn't want to try, maybe. So let's, now we have, I think, timer. Jessie ma'am is with us now. Everybody is done. So, Jessie ma'am, who will take the timer role for Jessie ma'am?
I will take.
Okay. So, Jessie ma'am, what book you want to read? Okay. Let me give you from my list. Okay, so your topic, book title is by John C. Maxwell, Failing Forward. Failing Forward by John C. Maxwell. Excellent book about, I will not give you the hint, why we should read it and what it is all about.
Fellow Toastmasters and public speakers, impromptu speakers. Failing Forward by John C. Maxwell. I have read a couple of books of his. He's a, I think he's in the books of The Secret. Also, he is there. But my question is, what he must be saying, I have not read that book, must be saying, if you fail forward. That is, when you fail forward, you are able to get up and walk and move back, you see. If you fall on your back, so that you can get up and move again. But all these books, when you read this, all these books tell you something, that everything is within you. Whether it is obstacles or rich man, poor dad, or the power of now, awaken the giant within you, all these tell you that everything is within you. And we keep buying books after books after books. Umar must have filled the whole library of the books. And you keep reading, but you don't become who you want to become. Then it is useless, I find. I buy books. The minute I buy books, I only read 4 or 5 pages, and I can't get what the author wants to convey, and I keep it. My shelf is all full. I've stopped buying the books because I know what I want to be. And then what's the point of buying the books and that? And second point, what I have noticed in these authors, there will be one kernel somewhere in the middle of the book, and the whole lot is all decoration and this and that. Third point, what I have noticed is whether it is a Robin Sharma or Coelho, who was that Coelho? Paulo Coelho, or all these people, they have, if you read one of their books, the whole thing is there in all their books. In everything. It's like if I know Umar's mind, then I know what he is going to talk about. So all in all, you read one author's one book, and there you are thorough in it. Over to you.
Did I just say you are doing very bad for my business, huh? These are not good salesmen. Noah and did you just say? That is very good idea. If you don't know much about the topic, you start talking about any other thing. start talking about the theme of the day. So we have last another one has added Rahul Dubey. Rahul Dubey, you want to try?
Yeah, sure. I would like to give it a try. Am
So
I audible
Rahul,
there?
yes, you are audible. You have your topic is it's a book title, and you have to tell us why we should read it and what it is all about.
Okay.
So your title is High Hanging Fruit. High Hanging Fruit by Mark Rampola. High Hanging Fruit.
Hanging fruits. We know all about one person. We think nobody could reach sun, nobody could touch it. Maybe the heat will itself make us to evaporate. But we know there was one person. That person was child from mythology. That child thought the sun to be like a fruit, and he went there and ate that fruit. The Lord Hanuman, we call in Sanatan Dharma. What exactly? Because to that child, nobody taught what exactly, if it is possible or not, if this could be done. There was no one to guide him, to tell him, this is not possible. Nobody could touch. It is so warm. And out of that child ability and capacity, he ate that fruit, which was hanging very low, where to him. But in people's mind, it was far away. Similarly, this book is such an awesome, it gives you a lot of inspiration to read and write. If you think what you are seeing yourself today, and if you think that you could not achieve this one, my dear friend, this is the book which could motivate you. If you're feeling sad, if you're feeling low, if you think that I could not do this, I could not that, I'm not meant for this. Nobody has created me to do this kind of job. And when you read this books, the lines which is there in this book will change your mind forever and ever. There is howsoever high a fruit may hang, either you will pluck it out or one day that fruit will fall by itself. But that fruit has a destiny to fall. There has to be somebody who need to make it possible. Just like a statement, everything in this world is impossible unless and until it is done for the first time. If you see a high hanging fruit, think about this book, read the lines, and you will be the person who will turn that impossible into possible. Over to you, TTM. Would you like to read this book?
Yes, I would. It's a very great book. Why not? So next is last our DTM Amjad, none other than our distinguished Toastmaster. I am also hanging fruit, high hanging fruit. I am already so no
Yes,
need
sir.
to read. Okay, just kidding.
Yes,
So
sir.
now, yes, your book is okay. Good to Great. Mm, Good to Great by Jim Collins. Good to Great by Jim Collins.
Thank you so much, Mr. Topics Master. Good to Great by Jim Collins. Ladies and gentlemen, when I was somehow 18 years old, plus minus, I wanted to become a model. I went to different agencies and I did not have money as well to make my portfolio. And the condition was to bring a professional portfolio. Before I can earn some money from modeling, I have to invest in me. I felt I'm great in modeling, but they said, you're not even good enough. Yes, I broke, but I did not give up. I continue working with my father. I continue studying. I continue going to different modeling agencies. At the last, I found out this is not something I made for. I'm not a modeling material. That's what I realized later when I stood seriously in front of the mirror. But when I grew up, I reached to a state when I opened my own agency, my own professional studio in Dubai, and I hired professional, top notch models to work for me. I realized, yes, I was not good enough for that position, but now I'm great enough to hold or manage these people. Sometimes we are in a position, in a mindset, we feel disappointed, but we don't realize that something is great lying ahead in our life. I tell you for this book, you don't have to underestimate yourself or overjudge yourself. Be realistic, give your best wherever you are, keep trying. One day you will find your great out of your good. This is what life is all about. You had never planned, I'm sure, wherever you have reached today. Successful people have never planned they will become successful. If they knew it, they wouldn't have done what they had done. This is what life is. Right now, if you're good or great, it's completely your own buyings, your own sense. But remember, the further greatness is coming soon in your life. Do not feel disappointed. Do not feel broke. Your life is your life. You will never be done until you will be done for what you are born. Over to you.
Wonderful, GT Amjad. Great thoughts. Wonderful reply. Yes, why settle for good when you can be great? Yes, wonderful thoughts. So with
Wow,
Amjad,
this,
you are not a model. Still, you're like a model.
now he's a role model.
Yeah, shall I give a topic to Tospasuma?
Please,
Yes,
please, please.
yes,
Yes, sir.
you can
Yeah,
give me a topic.
actually, the Tospasuma opened our minds for new avenues, giving telling number of books, and I would like to give you Built to Last, Jim Collins, Tospasuma.
Built to Last by Jim Collins. Okay, it's a great book. In order to survive and in order to prosper in this world, you have to be built with grit and courage. You cannot do and you cannot do anything in life if you don't have those goals in your mind and conviction to achieve them. This is something that has been wonderfully stated in this book. When you read this book, they will give you a success plan how you can be built to last, how big companies survive and smaller companies are destroyed. They don't do work in long run, and in short term they are just gone away with the sands of time. So in order to strive to be the best, you have to give the quality that is required. You have to build a strong team. You should have strong leadership values, because if you don't have those leadership values within you, and they will not be reflected in your team, and if they are not reflected in your team, you will not be built to last. You will be gone in a second maybe. Some companies may work for maybe 1 year or 2 years. There are companies like Google, there are companies like Amazons. They are still doing great things right now. Why? Because they have strong ethical values within them. They have strong control environment, the environment that in which each and every employee works. So these are the examples that are given in this book, and everybody should take a lesson from it. Because if you learn from the great, you will become great. If you learn from the good, you will become only good. So in order to become the best, you have to read the best. In order to get the best quality out of your life, you have to deliver those deliverables. So at the end of the day, it's all about your mindset. It's all about your actions. You may talk about 1,000 things. You may read a lot of things in this book, but are you going to practically apply those things? Do you commit to do it? Do you promise yourself you will do it? Will you be able to create a success plan for your company that will eventually lead to you lasting so much long? It's up to you. You have to take the first step, and every journey starts with the first step, and first step is the hardest to take, because you are taking the risk. You want to play safe, you want to stay in the comfort zone. No. So if you, in order for something to build last, that it lives beyond your own life, you have to strive, and you have to have that conviction, those values, that core values that drive us. And that is, I highly recommend everybody to read this book, and you will see how you can create a company and a business that will last longer than you. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Excellent, Toastmaster Kumar. Actually, you have read the whole book and summarized very well.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sharman sir, Toastmaster Umar. Let's hear the timing report from DTM Jesse, please. DTM Jesse, over to you, man.
You want me to tell the topics also? Akshay, 2 minutes, 2 seconds. Savita, 1 minute, 54 seconds. Sushant, 1 minute, 57 seconds. Utkarsh, 1 minute, 39 seconds. Saurabh, 2 minutes, 8 seconds. Raj Bharat, 1 minute, 51 seconds. Babu Gupta, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Sravanti, 2 minutes. Dinesh Reddy, 1 minute, 45 seconds. Sunita, 1 minute, 46 seconds. Muhammad Hassan, first time 44, then 53 seconds. Sherman, 2 minutes, 4 seconds. Faraz Farouk, 2 minutes, 19 seconds. Manoranjani, 1 minute, 50 seconds. Zainab, 2 minutes, 6 seconds. Chandresh, 2 minutes, 6 seconds. Noah, 1 minute, 14 seconds. Bandana, 2 minutes, 22 seconds. Jesse, 2 minutes, 23 seconds. Rahul Dubey, 1 minute, 54 seconds. Amjad, 2 minutes, 47. And Farouk, Farouk, Omar Farouk, 2 minutes, 24 seconds. Thankfully, no one crossed 3. Also 2:47. I think only Toastmaster Amjad crossed 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Otherwise, all are within the time limit. But he has come down from 3 to 2.47. That's a good sign.
Thank you so much, DTM
I
Jesse.
like the topic that you spoke. You attacked it very well, becoming good to great.
Thank you so much, DTM Jesse. Really appreciate. Can we all give her a big hand, please, for managing time for all of us? It's a crucial role. DTM Jesse, thank you so much for your usual support. Ladies and gentlemen, these two beautiful souls, Toastmaster Umar Farouk as the topics master and DTM Jesse as the timer. Please, big hand for them. And with that, power vested in me as a host of this meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Now over to each one of you to have fun for some time. Stay blessed.
Yeah.